Hello and welcome to Shedding a Little Light on the Situation. I'm Toni.
And I'm Sig.
And this week, Nerfing is safe. Sorry, I found that too funny.
I guess we got to make light of the situation.
Yeah, we really have. We'll start on a light note. We'll start off with weekly play, what we've done before we get to the bad news. Like, good news first, I guess. So, we did another raid this week. We did Scourge of the Past.
We did.
Yes, I got some pretty good things out of it.
You did.
I got Threat Level and Tempered Dynamo.
In their curated roles.
See, I didn't get what the hype was about this until you got really excited.
Yeah, so the curated roles are the top tier versions of the guns.
Yeah.
Getting them's quite rare. They're almost as rare as exotics at this point.
I mean, I get quite a few of those as well.
Yeah, I know.
So.
But yeah, Threat Level's a really good shotgun.
Oh yeah, I love it. Genuinely.
Really good PvE gun.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good raid. Didn't really annoy anyone as much. I forgot to move, but I did that the first time I did it as well. I forgot that part existed. But, I still can't drive my Sparrow. And still can't do the pipes. But...
One of these days.
One of these days. Oh yeah, and we all got lost in the pipes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all got lost in the pipes. But it was a laugh. It was enjoyable.
The pipes are calling.
Oh, I love that reference. We also did the beginning part of The Last Wish.
We did the Shurochi encounter, and Shurochi did not like us this
Glitched
week.
us, didn't she?
She glitched us. We got the glitch where when you keep respawning, you keep dying. So we all had to go to orbit, and we thought, oh, we'll just do the next encounter. And what happened? Shurochi wasn't dead. We got the rewards from it, but we would have had to done the entire encounter again. So the clan was like, nah, it's too late for this.
I mean, it was fun. Like, I have a rough idea explaining the double-headed snakes and figure of 8 snakes,
so
infinity snake, and
if you think
oh
that's
my
bad,
god.
I think there's about 16 different symbols in that you got to learn. There's like a bird on a branch, a bird facing left, a bird swooping down.
It was just a bit of a joke. It wasn't like I got in my thing more times than other people, and I didn't die as much. I think it's because I like watching videos from other creators.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like watching them. They're put on, and I watch them. But yeah, it was okay. It was good. I had half an idea what was going on. Also got Risk Runner this week because I used my Titan.
Got all the way to IO and picked it from what's his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Ashamir.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Oh my god, you and Asher. Stop your little bromance. Yeah, I got Risk Runner. It's a really good gun. Really enjoy it.
I finally got Outbreak perfected this week. Thanks
Oh
to
my god. Yeah.
thanks to it's Trash Delete It and PJ.
PJ? Oh, I tried to get that gun, didn't I?
Yeah, guess what happened to you?
It glitched on the last part.
There was one shank left the first time, and you got DC'd.
It was wounding. And then I did it again, I couldn't jump. Couldn't jump. At all. But fair play to Spicy for putting up with me for so long. And Mordred, who also put up with me. But, yeah. Didn't get the gun. Still haven't got that gun. I need to get around to doing that at some point. So I can help you do the heroic part.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, yeah, we need the heroic part for it to be an even better gun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Someone's on the lore hunt as well.
I am. I finally collected all the Amkara bones. I'm working on the Chronicler title at the minute. I believe next week is Tangled Shore, which will mean that the Baron hunts are available as the heroic adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that I'll be able to get the Varix lore if I put enough time and effort into it.
Oh, you do it.
And then I've only got to wait 15 weeks in total to finish the Queen's lore because someone took a couple of months off and missed out on a couple of the Queen's Court.
Well, as long as, like, you know, you're getting there and you're happy with the quest so far. You like your lore, though.
I do. I like hunting all the lore. It's the same in Destiny 1. In Destiny 2, I have the emblem for collecting over 5,000 Grimoire score.
It's mental. It's mental. But you enjoy it, so that's the main thing. Black Armory, I'm still doing it. So I intended on doing the Black Armory. I ended up doing it eventually. And somehow, well, I included a big servitor guy, and big servitor guy wasn't my biggest fan, and it just didn't end very well. I killed him eventually, but that's a different story. I then ended up doing Year 1 Nessus quest for the Sturm and the Drang.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right, so all I know about this quest, like, is I found dead aliens. Not dead aliens, dead astronauts who had been killed by Vex.
Yeah.
Is that... I mean, it was a really sad story. Like, the bipolar lady off, who was with Cade, before, you know, his demise. Yes, failsafe film. Like, bipolar lady. Flipping heck. She has a pretty... I'd be bipolar if I were her.
Just an AI. A malfunctioning AI.
Oh, my little heart. Yeah, it was a good mission. Stressful, but good. Enjoyed it.
Good.
Did some Gambit as well.
I haven't.
I have. I did some Gambit with... It's trash. I did it with Mordred. I did it with Spicy. It was good. Yeah, enjoyed it. We did, we were doing it just because we could. Get some Gambit, what they called, weekly bounties done and daily bounties and stuff. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
With some good friends. I didn't invade. They won't let me invade, but I think that's just because they know my shooting ability.
I mean, I've just watched you stream some Crucible.
Yeah, so I did just... Oh yeah, that's synchronized. I've just streamed the beginning part of the Invitation of the Line. It's the last week for anyone who's doing it. I haven't completed it, so I can't give you any spoilers, but it's very Crucible heavy.
Yeah, the title of the card this week is Death.
Yes. I hate Crucible. I was going to say that it was really good, but if you watch my stream, you'll probably die of laughter before you get to the end. Yeah, I'm not a Crucible fan. But I guess it's like, we've been complaining about it the whole time, being like, oh, it's the same thing, go kill something here, go kill something there. And now it's like, Crucible, I'm complaining about it still.
The thing is, whenever Crucible comes up in some sort of bounty, it's usually...
not done by me.
Not great. No, it's just not greatly received by the community, normally. But this time it's not bad. It's just 3 matches of Rumble, competitive and quick play, and you don't even have to win those.
Thank God. Otherwise it wouldn't be done.
But we'll find out what happens there at some point.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do too many spoilers anyways, but yeah, definitely if you've been doing the rest of them, hopefully this week lives up to it. Hopefully. I might stream the rest of it later, when I finally get around to doing the Rumble and the last bit of competitive.
Good looking Rumble.
Thanks. I don't need to win it. That's the main part here. That's where I'm going with this.
It's a good place to practice though, Rumble.
I don't think there's any good place to practice competitive. Or any type of killing other Guardians. There is no good place to do it.
Private matches.
Yeah, but you're so much better than I am. So either way I want to back foot. Let's be honest. Right, so if you've read the TWAB and this bit makes you angry, please skip towards the end and watch the videos we'll insert. Because we'll now talk about the TWAB. We're not going to go into much detail about it, mainly because I don't want an angry sig. I'm going to read out everything on this week's TWAB, and then we'll have a general chat. I'm reading it out because someone gets a little triggered. And you'll get why, he'll explain at the end. But yeah, it's not a great TWAB. So,
let me first preference before she starts. The items in this list are not all the items that they're going to be talking about. There's still stuff in the patch notes to come in a couple of weeks, which means there could be more bad news. Hopefully though, maybe they buff some stuff.
Who knows? We will find out. So as of June the 4th, nerfing is happening. I'm sorry, I was like, nerfing is safe. Sorry, that still amuses me more than it probably should. So, the Whisper of the Worm is gonna pull reserves like Black Spindled in D1. Sleeper Simulant is going to reduce
Ricochet.
Obviously, that's what I can't even read my own handwriting. Damage on bosses, but you're going to have a bigger hitbox. Still doom and gloom. Lord of Wolves. PvE is going to be reduced by 20%.
The damage.
Yeah, damage, obviously, in PvE. What do you think I meant then? Release of the Wolves perk will be reworked completely and will not be triggered automatically. It will be triggered by holding the reload button.
Yep.
PvE range and damage bonuses will be scrapped, and there will be a universal damage bonus for the Lord of the Wolves.
That's when you're holding the reload button.
Yep. Ace of Spades, Memento Mori will be cancelled when you put away your gun, which I didn't know it didn't anyway. Apparently it didn't initially, so it's...
To be fair to the Ace of Spades nerf, it only really affects the Titans using the Mask of the Third Man, or whatever whatever it's called.
PvP Memento Mori will be reduced to prevent 2-tapping Guardians, and you need a 2 resilience to survive that. And Memento Mori is now 6 shots and not 5.
Let me preference, it's 4 resilience you'll need to survive, not 2.
It's 4, sorry, I got the wrong notes. Anyway, you get the gist. Then we have the Orpheus Rigs, Skull of Dai Amhakara. Sorry for my appalling and Phoenix Protocol.
Yep.
They will receive super energy with diminishing returns. Harder for a super to be returned. Making it harder for a super to return.
Yeah, so basically nobody's going to use Tether anymore.
Wow. I still like my Tether, thank you.
It doesn't, the problem with Tether is it doesn't instantly tether everything, which it should. As soon as it hits the ground, it should tether.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't done that at all since its creation, which is what it was meant to do. Hit the ground, instant tether, take things out of the super, suppress them. When you can move back 2 feet and get out of the tether, what's the point? Yeah. Orpheus Rigs made it worth doing that because you could fire more.
Yep.
I'm very angry about this.
I know, I've not finished my list yet and you're already fuming. Shards of Galanar and Ursa Furiosa. Again, nerf to the same point. Yep, super will be capped as well. The Gwysyn Vest energy reduced to 15%, from 15% to 8%. Killing of 1 to 2 Guardians still scales up, similar with killing 3+ Guardians. And PvE energy will remain for now. That was the TWAB. And yesterday when we read it, I didn't want to be around Sig much longer because he was a very angry man. I'm gonna hand it over to him and let him explain why. Because I got told, I was like, guys, it could get better, but got slightly shut down because I haven't been around for long enough, which is a fair analysis because I'm just overly optimistic about Bungie at this point. But come on, Sig, let rip.
Well, the problem is, I get why they're nerfing some of the items, but the problem with that is, why don't they buff other items in order to bring them up to that level? I think Black Spindle, since its original nerf, got used in maybe 2 encounters that I can think of, and that would be the Scourge of the Past final boss, and potentially Riven, maybe. Not even in there anymore, because Prospector does more damage there. It's got 9 shots. You have to hit the 3 crit shots for it to reload the ammo back into the gun. I think it was in a good place.
Yeah.
If you're going to add the 18 bullets back in and turn it into Black Spindle, it's got to go back in the special slot because it's no longer a heavy weapon because it's not capable of putting out that same amount of damage.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion though.
Yeah.
They moved it to the heavy slot because the perk in Destiny 1 was too powerful, so they brought it back as a heavy weapon, Whisper of the Worm.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, this massive area of content you created that everybody was buzzing about. It was one of the most regarded, widely regarded best things that they'd done in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Where you get the Whisper mission,
Mhm.
and you go and find this massive area, 20-minute time thing. Nobody's going to go do that now. Why would you bother?
I haven't done it. When you explained it to me, despite the fact I'm not fully I don't fully get it. I don't fully see what the angst is. I would be proper winded if I'd spent time, because time trials are hard. I find them very difficult. And if I'd spent a lot of my effort and time doing that, for it going to be a power weapon, and now it basically means it as a special weapon, what's the point?
When the mission came out, originally, it wasn't just on the map. Like, you had to sit through hours and hours of Cabal drills, waiting for a taken public event to come up. So if you're one of the original people who did this quest, you've put potentially days into waiting to get this mission to pop up in the first place.
Yeah.
And then you've had to go through, learn the mission, failing it a number of times, only to then eventually get it done, celebrate, do the heroic version to unlock the catalyst over a number of weeks.
Yeah.
And then they nerf it the beginning of the season in the Drifter from its ammo capacity being 20 to 9, which is fair.
Yeah.
Because it is a skilled gun then.
Yeah.
But now you're taking away the white nail perk again. And you're keeping it at the heavy.
Yeah.
It just seems like
a bit ridiculous.
Like, I get Sleeper and stuff. Sleeper's bounce mechanic, I think, again, used in twin encounters maybe now. It was a bit bad when Forsaken came out. It was probably used a lot more back then.
Yep.
Ace of Spades isn't a terrible nerf, I guess.
Orpheus.
You get an extra shot, but the changes to the Orpheus rigs, the Skull of Diram Kara and the Phoenix Protocol, they're there to reward you for getting the kills.
Yeah.
But now you're diminishing that, and you could argue, yeah, but now you're getting quite a lot of your super back still. But the point is, why would anybody run those now when they know what they were like? And there's probably going to be not better stuff, but more useful situational stuff like Lunafaction boots.
Yeah.
Because using that with Well Radiance gives your entire team the ability to constantly fire guns.
Yeah.
Which, again, could be a potential buff to Whisper of the Worm if you use it in that situation.
I mean, but it's not been mentioned this week, but
it could still be in there.
It could still be on the list. They've only given us
It's the same with Shards of Galanor and Earth Furiosa. When those came out, I will admit they were overpowered in PvP.
Yeah.
Right? Because you could just run into a team or hold your shield up with the Ursa and you get your super back instantly. I think, yeah, in PvP that's fair.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be able to constantly chain supers. It's not mayhem.
No.
But I don't see why they have to suffer in PvE.
Yeah.
Bungie has got to come to a medium ground on balance.
Yeah.
PvP is affecting PvE too much. We're meant to be guardians of light, not guardians of, like, mashed potato.
That is fantastic. Love that comparison.
I just feel like everything is so squishy at this point.
Hence the mashed potato.
It's been a year since they brung out the Go Faster update. And that was when they started to, like, add weapons that were more powerful. It just seems like they go through cycles.
Yeah.
And all this just seems too familiar to Taken King in Destiny 1.
Yeah, like Deja Vu was sort of what was said.
Yeah.
A bit like Deja Vu.
The community is reacting pretty much the same way I am. I think a couple of people might have, like, brought some stuff up that could be good. But like we said, there's not even, like, the full list here. There's still the full patch notes. For all we know, there could be more nerfs coming and no buffs, and that would be terrible. If there's buffs to other stuff, maybe it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
We don't know what exotics coming in Season of Opulence or anything. But to drop all the bad news a week after announcing that there's going to be a brand new raid and stuff, it just kind of sours the community.
Because I know last week you were really excited about this. It's like, there's a new raid. Like, you were excited for the new season, and then this
don't
week,
get me wrong.
yeah,
I rarely even use Whisperer anymore.
yeah,
But am I going to use it anymore now?
no,
Definitely not.
that's fair. But I think because you've gone from like loads of excitement to being really, really angry with Bungie in such a short space of time, I wonder how many people will stop playing because of this. If like seasonal opulence isn't very good, like I'm not saying it will be, I'm not saying it won't be, but let's say hypothetically it's not, and it has a poor launch, and it's.
I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of people dislike Season of the Drifter because it was all focused on
Gambit.
So the next season's mainly focused on raiding and 6-man activities, which is more along the lines of what people want.
Yeah.
It's more what we're used to in like terms of big content releases.
Yeah.
And we're getting to that time of year where it is
the
big content thing. I know E3 is a couple of months away.
Yeah.
In fact, it's next month if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, June. Maybe Bungie will show something off there for the end of the year.
Hopefully. Because if not, I think people, obviously, because there's other games coming out in September.
You've got
other looter shooters, Borderlands 3 coming out.
There's loads of our clan members.
Yeah, but
like talking about Borderlands 3 because they've seen all the loot in that game.
I'm considering playing Borderlands 3. I mean, I'll still play Destiny, but if Borderlands is executed a lot better.
There's just a lot that a Bungie seem to repeat themselves doing, and it just 5 years in, people want the game to be as good as it can be.
Yeah.
And I get that power creep's a thing, and if everything keeps building up, the challenge isn't there in the thing. Maybe it's time to look into balancing things separately.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's getting to a stage where PvE is suffering because of PvP again.
And as someone who doesn't play PvP, I think that's a bit unfair. I love my Ace of Spades, and if that nerf had been worse, which it possibly still could be, that I use my Ace of Spades near enough religiously. I just love that gun so much. I find it really easy to use. I enjoy watching like people's heads explode when I shoot them. It's fantastic. But like
the Firefly perk is a perk that was around in Destiny 1, and Ace of Spades is the only gun that I can think of anyway that has Firefly. I mean, there's Dragonfly, but it's nowhere near as big as an explosion. Firefly was like the perk to have. There was a gun called Fatebringer from the Vaulted Lass. Yeah. It made an arc explosion. Oh, everybody loved that gun.
I like it. It's just pretty. It's easy to use. The recoil's not too bad. And as someone who, if you've watched my stream, can't stand Crucible and PvP, you'll get it. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't enjoy it, and because of other people who use it in PvP, possibly, well, I'm using it quite well. People who don't use it are also being penalised. I think there should be a happy medium. There should be something. But hey,
we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Really,
we'll see what next week's TWAB shall be, shall we?
We make it through dry contents and bad seasons. Hopefully, the content and the stuff coming in this season makes up for nerfing.
Yeah.
2 of the probably best heavy weapons in the game. And there's just, they haven't mentioned them, but there's like guns such as Jotun that are out there that is a special weapon. It's able to track you super quick. It's basically a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
In the secondary slot. It's not really a rocket launcher, it's a fusion rifle.
Yeah.
But you get hit by that thing, it targets you and it curves. And then you've got shotguns out there.
Yeah.
That are able to cross map. That's been a problem since Destiny 1. You got people running wild with like 1,000 voices, which I think does way more damage than like Whisper and stuff.
The amount of times I've been killed by 1,000 voices, right, is not even funny. If I had £1 for every time that happened, this podcast would be up there. Spend it all. But now,
Shall we move on to some happier?
Yeah, right. So, question time. Everyone loves it. So, question number 1. If you could repick being on the Vanguard or Drifter side, would you, and why? So, do you want to take this one first, Sig?
I would not change my choice from Drifter.
Why? You enjoyed it?
Drifter's Side was just a much more interesting quest.
Nah.
And in the end, the result is the same. You find out that he's nothing to worry about.
Mhm.
He's just a scavenger looking to survive. He's got no ill intent, even though he's playing both sides, good and evil.
Mhm.
Just an alright dude.
Yeah, I initially said, yeah, I'd change to Vanguard. But that's because, like, my heart, I just felt bad picking the Drifter. But we had a conversation about this, obviously, before, and I see what you're saying. So, I don't know, I'm being indecisive. I'm going to sit on the fence. Be like, I'm going to stick to my choices on this one, I think. Second one, why do you game in general? What do you get out of gaming?
It's a really tough question.
I know.
Gaming is just a hobby that I've done since I was young.
Yeah.
And I get enjoyment from it. I get enjoyment from helping people in game. I get enjoyment from the game itself.
From laughing at really bad streamers.
You know, it's just a thing with friends, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just an activity, like anything else you do.
Yeah, I mean, I've gamed for fun mainly, I think now. It's got to that point where it is now a hobby. I actively make time to do it. Even if it's just an hour here and there. So yeah, it's a hobby. It's fun, it's enjoyable. Had you asked me this a year ago when I had never played, I would have never have got this whole gaming obsession. I wouldn't have got it. But now I play a bit more. I sort of get it. I see how long people spend on content and how much reward they get out of completing content. And it's quite rewarding. So yeah. Third one, what's your most hated TWAB item this week? Well, they've personally attacked my Shards of Galvanors. I'm not impressed by that now. I've finally got the super. They've gone and nerfed the thing.
All the exotic changes to the armour. I just think that diminishing super returns in PvE is
unnecessary.
It's just going to make your space magic not feel
space magic-y.
Yeah, it's just not as potent anymore.
It's probably a better way of putting it than space magic-y. But yeah, before we dwell on that question too much. So thank you to our 6 subscribers who have subscribed. If you'd like to add to that number, which I'd like you to, I think Sig would too.
I would very much enjoy having you check.
Hit the red button. And if you want to know when we post content, hit the bell as well, which is the little bell symbol, surprisingly.
Yeah, make sure you ring that bell.
Ring, ring, ring. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and the links will be below. We're still recruiting for our clan. It's an Xbox clan still. Go back a couple of episodes ago when Alpha was on. It was the one about Not Forgotten. So Not Long Till It's Forgotten episode. And at the end of that, we have sort of a conversation about what type of people we like, what type of clan we are, and yeah. Hope to see you around. We will have everything below.
I will.
Also, none of you answered the question from last episode that Sig posed to you all. So no one's getting a shout out this week. I'm not impressed. If you don't know what that question was, please go back to the last episode, re-listen, and make sure you comment. And this will just keep going, right, until someone actually answers the question.
I can't even remember what the question was.
Oh, well, you have to go back as well, aren't you? Not good enough.
So.
So, watch the end of the video. As normal, there may be a bit of a sort of a blank screen. But if you keep watching, we will have some good clips from this week, including the fail from when we did the raid, and the glitch we achieved, and some other bits and bobs we've done this week. So, thank you again for listening. It's been an honour as ever. We will be back next week with hopefully some good news. Cross fingers. Everything's crossed. And toes, if you want. It's crossed everything. We will, we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. I've been Toni.
And I've been Sig.
And this was Shedding a Little Light on the Situation. Bye!
Bye, guys.
Guardian down.
Invader's gone. Get him next time.
Riven will try to seduce you when she speaks. Do not listen.